during the trade deadline.
Give me just one day.
Fluent and chill. What it takes, stay real. Chill town, hoop sports, fluent with the feel.
So, Tony Lee Malone, what's up, brother?
I don't even know where I want to start. I don't know where I want to start because TikTok, this episode,
yep,
we're going to answer more of your questions. So save your questions because we're going to do more of your questions. Oh my God, breaking news. We
got some more breaking news.
Los Angeles Clippers have just traded James Harden. James Harden has been traded to the Cleveland Cavaliers for Darius Garland. Wow. Perfect timing.
It is done.
Perfect timing.
Done.
What a horrible trade. It obviously supersedes the other stuff that I was going to rant about. So James Harden to the Cleveland Cavaliers for Darius Garland and a second-round pick.
How about that? For a second-round pick. What is going on right now, Tom?
Darius Garland and a second-round pick.
Darius Garland and a 2. Wow.
Darius Garland and 2 for James Harden.
For James Harden.
Let's start with the Buffalo Braves then.
Okay.
Let's start with the Buffalo Braves. Guys, I'm telling you, I have 5 other rants that I need to go off on. But when a trade happens, boom, just like that. This one just said, hold on, because we got a super chat right now. Harden, Kawhi to Bucks, so Giannis doesn't leave. Well, that's not going to happen now. Bubba. Cuts. I'll just call you Cuts. Because James Harden has been traded to the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Done deal.
For Darius Garland. And look, if I don't know though, I gotta tell you, when we say it's a done deal, it's Shams. And I don't trust him like I trust Woj.
Nah?
Well, because there's been so many things he's just said that haven't been true.
That would explain it. Yeah, I can.
You remember the last time Woj was wrong?
No.
Or lied? Where Shams is a, like, I hate to say it, like he's got
he jumps the gun. He jumps the gun.
Agenda. He's been paying. He's been getting paid by the wrong people, I think.
Yeah.
But this one is true, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was bad timing for
me with Woj. It wasn't official until Woj said it. I've always felt like I don't care where I heard it from. I don't care if it was on ES. I don't care who said it. Until Woj said it, it wasn't official.
And you've said multiple times that's the only reason you even had a Twitter account.
That's the only reason why I had it, for Woj. That was it. I didn't have it for any other reason except for Woj. Whenever Woj said something, until I heard it from Woj, it wasn't official to me. So now, I mean, I think Shams is. I think Shams is.
We got to talk about it. We got to talk about it.
Yes, we do.
So Harden to the Cavs. Let's talk about it. And I do apologize. I normally don't chew my gum on camera, so when you start talking,
yes,
I believe that it's rude. So first, what are your initial thoughts?
My initial thought is they don't think that this team currently is good enough to win the NBA championship. That's number one. They're worried about Darius Garland's health. They're worried about his ability to perform in the playoffs, which is kind of ironic because that's the same issue that you have with James Harden. However, James Harden has been a lot more available. Well, the other thing, and to you guys out there that don't know, my man Tony and I, Tone is the business aspect of the business of basketball. And since we're on the subject of the business of basketball, the Cleveland Cavaliers, they need to shave some salary because they're in the second apron. They're in apron number 2. And you guys know what the second apron is according to this new collective bargaining agreement. This new collective bargaining agreement, the second apron cripples you. You can't, there's a lot of things that you would not be able to do if you were not in the second apron.
Let's pause you right there. So that's why this deal is even set up the way that it is. One, James Harden essentially has a no trade clause. Sure. So he had to approve this trade. He also has a trade kicker, which he would have also had to waive because the Cavs cannot take on any additional salary in any trade because of the second apron, and they couldn't include any other players in it because they're in the second apron. So it had to be basically a straight swap, and obviously they throw in the second round pick, but there were so many moving pieces that he had to agree to where he was going. He had to, for this trade to work, he had to waive his trade kicker because the Cavs weren't allowed to pay it. It's
And so we're clear, ladies and gentlemen. A trade kicker is essentially a convenience fee. That's what a trade kicker is. So when you get traded, it's an extra 15% on top of whatever your salary is.
right.
So you got to move. So you're in Minnesota and you end up getting traded to Portland. Well, for your troubles, we'll throw in 15% of what you're already making. So James Harden this season is on the books for $39 million. Well, so you figure 10% of that's almost $8 million, right? That's almost $8 million.
10% is 3.9.
Yeah.
So call it 4. So it's another
4.
under $6 million is the kicker.
So that's what I mean. So almost $8 million that we're looking at, right? So
6 to 8 is a jump. You're jumping 7.
it is, but it's still a convenience fee, right?
Sure.
It's so James Harden's got to eat that. Like that's not money that he's able to have.
Yeah,
now
he's got good.
He's got to eat that. That's what the second apron is about, right? That's what the second apron is about. So they also are in the market for Jared Allen. They also have him on the market because, again, one, they don't think that they can win it with this team. And number two, they're trying to shave some money off of the second apron because this puts them in cap hell. And with it putting them in cap hell, they're not able to make any significant moves. So we got the buyout market coming up within a month. So we got some guys in the buyout market. You're in the second apron. You can't have any of those guys. None of them. Zero. If you're in the buyout market, that mid-level exception guy, that $5 million, $5.5 million guy who's really good, nope, you can't have him neither. So what the Cavs are trying to do with this, they're trying to shave some money. But in the process of doing that, they do get a better player. They do get a better fit. They get a better playmaker in James Harden. No question about
it. There, let's go back. Let's go back a second. Malaikum salam, Hakeem. Listen, James Harden. Let's go back even further. The Buffalo Braves, aka Los Angeles Clippers,
yep,
started off horribly, like atrocious,
like 5-20 or some shit like that.
They go through this thing of getting rid of Chris Paul, which was mixed reviews because of what he had meant to the franchise. Then they start winning games, and everyone's like, "Oh, so all they had to do was get rid of Chris Paul, like addition by subtraction, and now we're in a better spot." Wait, maybe the Clippers are on the come up.
Yes.
The next thing we hear is they've agreed, Harden and organization, that they're going to look for a trade.
Yes, sir. They did do
None of that makes sense.
It does, Tone. It 100% makes sense.
When they were going through the slump, it made more sense.
Right. But it doesn't. It makes sense now because the same thing that was when we were going through the slump, the same issue that we have, which is why they're trading James Harden, is the same issue that we have now. So, Tone, you and I both know more times than not, especially when you're an older player, why are you getting traded? Like, why are you demanding to be traded?
You're not. You either are chasing chips.
Yep.
Or you're not happy. There's a conflict with you in management or the coach or whatever. It's either me or the coach.
And either you or the coach. And there's a third part about that. Bread. You're looking for some bread. So James Harden is going to be 30. He's going to be 37 years old on opening night.
I don't think this is about money.
This is 100% about money.
Here's why I don't believe it's about money. Because the second this report came out that they had agreed that they would look for a trade partner, the Pelicans and the Toronto Raptors both said, "Hey, we're interested." And Harden said, "No, I'm good."
Right.
And both of those teams would have been able to give him his 15% trade kicker.
Sure, they would have been.
If it's about bread, how are you giving up $6 million?
Well, the reason why is because I'm going to get that back. Because to your point, Tone, you talked about the pre. I think you called it a pre-arrangement is what it's called. So when I get to Cleveland, he's not going to Cleveland with the rest of this deal.
You think they're re-signing him for
100%? They're going to extend him. Absolutely, they're going to extend him because what was on the table, what he was looking for what he's looking for with the Clippers, he was looking for an $80 million extension, Tone. So we're talking 38 and 39 at 38 and 39 years old. We're talking $40 million. Steve Ballmer was like, "Nope, I'm good. I'm not interested in that at all." No. So. With that being said, him getting moved to Cleveland, that was the deal. That's part of the deal. So
you believe there's been some conversations about, hey, when I get to Cleveland, kind of like when Jimmy Butler got traded from Miami to Golden State, it was like, hey, here's the re-up.
Well, you just told everybody, Tone, that he's got what is it called again? He's got essentially a no trade clause in his contract. Well, I'm not going to Cleveland. I'm not leaving Los Angeles to go to Cleveland unless we have a a hand. We can't do it right now. We can't sign on the dotted line right now. But there is a handshake agreement. When this is done, when this season is done, we will deal you in the summer, and you will get an extension with us. That's the only way this thing works. Because again, Tone, he's got a player option that he's leaving $42 million on the table in Los Angeles, right? He's leaving $42 million on the table in Los Angeles. Well, if I'm doing that, I'm doing that under the presumption that after this year, we have an extension, because the Clippers are not interested in doing that, which is why I'm getting traded. It's not because it's not because we're not that good and I'm just demanding out. No. I want to get paid. James Harden, how many more years does James Harden have?
You don't think he picked Cleveland, let's say, over Toronto, over the Pelicans because he wants to win? And maybe that's part of it. But you're saying it's more because he's got you. You think by the end of the season we're going to hear extension for James, 2-year, $80 million.
That's the only reason why I think that him signing. I mean, I think him agreeing to the deal in Cleveland is part of them winning. I'm not because I do think that they're closer. If I'm being honest, I do think that they're closer to New Orleans. I do think that with him on that team, I think they're better than Toronto. No question in my mind they are. But in addition to that, I do think that him not getting that extension in Los Angeles, which is James Harden has always been about his bread. If James Harden has been about anything throughout the course of his career, he's always been about his money. So if we're talking about him leaving Los Angeles, it has to be because that extension got left on the table. And because that extension got left on the table, now, Tone, what I have to do is I have to go to the next available suitor. And it's not just going to be anybody.
You're telling me that James Harden is essentially the most greediest, selfish, worst teammate in the world, that he was finally had the team winning and he said, I don't care, I want my money.
Well,
and left where they're starting to play well.
Sure, they are starting to play well, but let's be honest for a second. Let's be clear for a second. They are starting to play well, but the way that the Clippers are, I think that they're barely in the play-in tournament right now. I think they're in 10th, if I'm not mistaken.
40 games left.
Yeah, actually we don't. We're way past that point. Yeah, we're way past that point. But with that being said, Tone, me playing in Cleveland, I have a better chance to win than I do in Los Angeles with the Clippers, because we're probably going to get, I don't know, a 7-8 seed, which means we're going to have to see Denver or Oklahoma City in round one. Bye, goodbye. And James Harden, or that's of course if we make the playoffs, right? That's of course if we make the playoffs. And remember, James Harden, since he showed up in the league in 2009, these how many years he's missed the playoffs, guys. These how many? He's never missed the playoffs, not one time. So with that being said, the greediest, selfish, I'm not going to go that far, Tone. No, I'm not going to go that far, because in the end, this is about business. And this is about getting everything that I can possibly get. And let me tell you too, Tone, a lot of these people, which blows my mind, a lot of these guys, they say consistently that, yo, it's about winning, it's about winning. What James, what Curry, what Kevin Durant have done, what they've done is they've tricked you guys into thinking that everybody at 38, at 37, 38, 39 years old, all of these guys can play like that. Ain't no guarantee that I'm going to be that good. You see what happened to Jimmy Butler? You see what happened to Jimmy Butler. But Jimmy Butler ended up getting paid, didn't he?
I think Cleveland's making a huge mistake. A huge mistake. If they're going to sign him to 2-year $80, you're bringing him in to go be in the backcourt with Donovan Mitchell. I don't like it from a financial standpoint. I don't like it on the court. I don't like it off the court. I don't like it in the boardroom. I don't like this at all.
Why don't you like it on the court, Tom? What's the problem with him? Let's put the money aside for a second. We're going to talk about the money in a second, but just on the court, me and Donovan Mitchell in the backcourt. What's the problem?
I feel like there's one ball.
Yes, it is.
And Harden has never. I've never seen him. I don't think it's going to work.
Tony's been one of the best distributors and playmakers in the game. That's in fact why the Clippers are as bad as they are.
Cleveland.
And in fact, I think that a guy like Evan Mobley could really thrive off of James Harden being the lob threat at the rim. Same thing with Jared Allen. I
don't know. They said they were going to trade Evan Mobley and picks for Giannis. So I don't know what the hell they're doing.
Now I'll tell you what, I've actually entertained that, and you know how big of an Evan Mobley guy that I am. However, I'm not 100% sure that if Giannis was on the table and I got a phone call from Milwaukee and they asked me to hand over Evan Mobley, that I would say no to that. I can't say with 100% certainty that I would. However, back to James Harden.
Yeah,
So,
I don't know why. There's nothing specific that I can point. You know, remember 2 years ago, and I said to you, I don't know what it is. I can't put my finger right on it, but Philadelphia's going to suck this year. And I go back to that one because it's one of the rare.
I thought you were nuts too when you said that. I thought you were nuts.
It's one of the, because normally I'm like, here's why, and I'll either give you a reason or a backstory or X's and O's, but sometimes it's just like it's a gut, and I have this gut feeling that Harden and Mitchell will not coexist well in the back.
It's not going to work. Now
I could be wrong.
To be honest with you,
when he makes a decision, and you've convinced me that it's not to win, it was based on money. That worries me, because Cleveland's in a position where you've convinced me this was their year. 3 years you've been telling me it was 3 years away. 2 years ago you told me it was 2 years away. Last year you've been undaunting with this was the year that Cleveland was going to get it together and make that push. I don't know that Harden's the guy that helps them make that push.
And to be honest with you, Tone, if I'm being honest with you, as much as I do like James Harden as a better distributor, as a better ball handler, as a better scorer, as a better paint touch guy, as a better long ball shooter than Darius Garland, and be clear about this, ladies and gentlemen, I've been talking this about Cleveland for how long? I've been talking about this with Cleveland?
For me, at least 3 years. And you've, like I said, 3 years ago, you said they're 3 years away. Last 2 years, 2 years away. Last year, I said, is this 3 years? You said, nope, next year. Even when they were in first, you said, nope, it's next year.
And with that being said, with the trade to James Harden, I'm out. I'm out. I'm
well,
OUT
to
out.
The dark side.
I'm out. And the reason why I'm out, and I again, I think from a basketball stance, I mean, I'm the thing that I'm explaining is I understand why James Harden accepted this trade. I do understand that. But what you're not going to do with me, and I still stand on this, what you're not going to do, you're not going to sell me somebody that I already know. You're not going to do that. You're not going to try to sell me somebody that I already know who they are. And I already know who James Harden is. I understand that him being a better player, him being a better fit for the Cleveland Cavaliers. With all that being said, I know who this guy is, and I know what I'm going to see come playoff time. I know what's going to happen because this is who he is. He's shown me this time and time and time.
How old he is again?
He'll be 37. He'll be 37 in September on opening night.
When people say, "Oh, it's going to be different this time," he's 37. It's not.
This is who he is. Now, again, I understand why the Cavs made this trade. James Harden is the better player. He is a better ball handler. He is a better bucket.
Sometimes
it is a better fit.
Player isn't the better fit.
And I do think that he fits better because in terms of the playmaking, in terms of the passing, I do think that he does that. No doubt about that.
Yeah.
But the thing that I'm concerned with is this is about winning the whole thing. And when we get into the playoffs, James Harden has shown me time and time again who he is. This isn't me saying that James Harden has only done this once and I'm being unfair. I have years of evidence to show who James Harden has consistently been in the playoffs and when he has gone to pieces. And the Cleveland Cavaliers cannot afford to have a guy like that. I mean, what they've done is they've had the misfortune of guys like Darius Garland getting hurt. Don't forget the year that the Celtics won the NBA championship, Darius Garland breaks his face and he's out for 2 months. And then we get to the playoffs and then Jared Allen is out. So they've had some misfortune with injury. Then last year, I believe that DeAndre Hunter was hurt. Mobley was hurt. So, I mean, we've had instances where they've had some unfortunate luck when it comes to injuries. With that being said, they're moving off of guys like DeAndre Hunter, and we're going to talk about that in a little bit. They're moving off of guys like DeAndre Hunter. They're moving off of guys like DeAndre Hunter. They're moving off of guys like Darius Garland because they don't think that with the group that we have, we can win this whole thing. They think that their window is right now.
No, but they think with Schroeder and Harden they can. Okay, listen. We're not for TikTok. You're not going to see what I'm going to show, but we do have a major announcement. And I do want to share the major announcement. So I'm going to play it on YouTube. Then I'll explain it to you guys on TikTok. For those that don't know on TikTok, smash the like button. But also, James Harden has been traded to the Cleveland Cavaliers for Darius Garland and a second-round pick. First, I'm going to play the video explaining what the big news is. That's the first thing I'm going to do. Then we're going to explain what the hell it means. And then my initial rant.
When I see that finger, it's some nonsense.
Harden screwed it all up, but I'm going to get into because I have two. I don't even know which one I'm going to pick first. But let's start with the big news. So I don't know. TikTok, I do apologize. Actually, TikTok, hold on. I'll let you listen.
The NBA trade deadline is here, and we're going live Thursday, February 5th from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern. Every alert, every move, breaking analysis in real time. Fluent and Chill are taking over Bleacher Report Live for the ultimate trade deadline kickoff show. Don't miss it. See you Thursday.
That is going on. Yes, sir.
Yes. So didn't hear that well in TikTok land. Hopefully you heard it on YouTube land.
Yes, sir.
Fluent and Chill are taking over. It's the takeover.
Yes, sir.
Of Bleacher Report.
Yes, we are.
So Thursday morning, they start their NBA trade deadline coverage with the best show in the business, Fluent and Chill. So 10 to 11, kicking off the Bleacher Report trade deadline show will be your boys, Fluent and Chill. So excited about that. This is, I like it. Do you think they're ready for us?
If they're not, then they're going to have to get ready because we're coming. And you got,
I got a text from one of the producers. I think his palms are sweaty, knees are weak. There's vomit on his sweater already. It might be his mom's spaghetti. They're like, "Do you plan on having your soundboard?" I'm like,
"Damn, we do not care."
Hell yeah, my soundboards could be. My first rant. TikTok world. I'll speak it. I'm going to mute myself on YouTube and talk to TikTok, but I'll let you hear this.
Can you make that last forever?
Tone, you went silent.
I know. I was talking to the people on TikTok. So Odell Beckham Jr. has basically said $100 million isn't enough to live your life. And you know that it's crazy because Le'Veon Bell in the comments of that tweet said, "Yeah, I agree with you, Odell. $100 million isn't enough to live your life, then you got a problem in your life."
Yes, you do.
If you can't live your life off $100 million, there is something mentally wrong with you and everybody around you.
Well, wait a minute, Tone. I am going to play the devil's advocate. So that $100 million,
you can't live the current life you have, maybe, but that's why 72% of all athletes are broke within 3 years of retiring.
So here's the thing, Tone. Okay, so that $100 million, after Uncle Sam takes 45% of it, okay, that leaves me with about
take 50.
Okay, so that leaves me with $50 million, right? That leaves me with $50 million, and this is not $50 million all at once. No. What I want to do is think about it. Think about that $100 million over the course of 10 years. That's $10 million a season.
Hold on a minute, Adam. Just for TikTok doesn't know, Adam Silver is in the comments. You're gonna get yours in a minute, clown. All right, keep going.
So that's $10 million a season. Okay, so let's chop that down. Let's chop that down to $5 million a season. After the $5 million, then I got to pay my agent. But then this is where it gets tricky, Tone.
No. That's not what he was saying. He was saying if I retire with $100 million, that's not enough to live the rest of my life.
See, that's different. That's completely
what he
different.
said.
Yeah, if you retire with $100 million, that's a you problem. If you retire with $100 million and you can't live off $100 million for the rest of your life, yeah, something's wrong with you.
It's not enough.
Are the problem.
He said it's not enough to live. Even if it was over the course of your 10-year career, $10 million a season, you get $5 after taxes. Yes, $5 million a year is enough to live.
I think that $500,000 is enough to live. If we're being honest, Tone. That's a Tone. Okay. Let's be clear about one thing. So let's do the basic arithmetic, because a lot of people don't understand basic arithmetic. So $500,000, just so we clear, that's about $40,000 a month, about $42,000 a month. That's about $10,000 a week for the rest of your life. What the hell are you doing with $10,000 per week after you're fed, all the bills are paid? Why do you still have this 8-bedroom house, which you don't need? You didn't even need it in the first place.
I could spend that like that.
Yeah. What? Okay. So the reason why you can spend that like that, Tone, is because
reality.
Yes. The reason why you can spend that like that, because there's a Mrs. Fluent and there are smaller Fluents that you are responsible for.
And grandma, grandpa Fluent, and uncle Fluent, and auntie Fluent, and cousin Fluent.
See, and that's where the problem. That's where the problem comes in.
You ever see that meme where Homer comes out of the bushes?
That's where the problem comes in, Tone. Remember, I am not responsible for all of these people. I am not responsible for all of these people. I've never been responsible for all of these people, and I never will be. Because I made all of this money does not mean that I'm supposed to take care of every last one of y'all for the rest of your life. That's how you end up broke. There are some people that you do have to tell no to. There are some people that you say, this is all you're getting. I'm not going to give you everything. No, because again, Tone, the one thing I always go back to, this is my go-to. When you get on a plane and they tell you about the mask, what do they tell you about the mask first?
You put yours on first, and then everybody else.
Yes, absolutely. So what I got to do is I got to take care of me, and then when I take care of me, then I take care of everybody else. And who is everybody else? There's no reason for me to have all of these people that I'm taking care of. Why am I taking care of all these people?
I'll tell you right now. There's 4.5 people in this house. Me, Mrs. Fluent, the twins, and the dog, and that's it. And that's it. And everybody knows it. I've told them. I said, that's it. I don't care.
Who else are you responsible for, Tone?
What the money I make now, if I win $100 million, it's those 4. That's it.
Who else are you responsible for, Tone? Nobody else. Nobody else. Nobody. Nope. And the reason why these dudes, to your point, the reason why these dudes go broke, because the idea of you being responsible for all of these people is idiotic to me. I
gotta tell you something funny that my mom said to me not that long ago, because there was like a big jackpot in one of the lotteries, right? And she was like, "Oh, I should play that." But she goes, "But if I win," she goes, "I'm going to give you the ticket." And I'm like, "Why would you do that?" She goes, "Because I know if anyone comes asking for money, you'll say no."
Go talk to him. Don't talk to me. Go talk to Tony.
You're damn right.
Yeah, go talk to him. Nope. I don't handle that. Mom is very smart. Mama Fluent made it clear. Don't talk to me. Talk to him.
Most of these people aren't old enough to remember, but I'll give them one of the new phone. Who this?
Exactly. Don't talk to me. I'm not saying no, but I don't handle that stuff. He handles that. Go talk to him.
All right.
Go talk to him.
We're gonna do my second rant, and then we're gonna get to your questions. TikTok and YouTube, get your questions ready, and then we'll send out the link for YouTube when we say goodbye to TikTok. But I don't want to cuss. I'm gonna try not to cuss. But I don't know what the hell Adam Silver is doing. Is what he's trying to do.
Yeah.
I don't understand. I feel like every time he tries to make something better, he makes it worse. So let me ask you a question. Here's all the East and West All-Stars.
Sure.
All right. I don't care about who deserves what. Okay? Because I'm not here to fight about, well, LeBron James made it and he shouldn't. He's the 3rd best player on his team. Sure. But this is a fan event. And he got the 8th most votes out of any player in the West, excuse me. 14th, I believe, out of all the players, which puts him in the top 24, which means the fans want to see him. He is still the most popular basketball player in the world. And it's not like he's playing garbage. It's not like he's, averaging 5 a game. He's averaging 20, almost 22 points a night. Like he's still a draw. This isn't about him. I know all of you thought it was going to be about
LeBron James.
It's not.
It is not. It is about the guy who just got traded in James Harden and Kawhi Leonard, who's now been added to the team, but we'll get to that stupidity in a second.
He's not going to play, by the way.
He's not going to play?
He's probably not going to play. No.
Jesus Christ. Then why put him on the team?
Mm-hmm.
Well, hold on. James Harden and Kawhi Leonard should have been the first 2 players on the team.
Why?
Because it's in their stadium.
Interesting.
Could you imagine having an all-star game with 2 guys? It's not like they're bums. They're both averaging 25 plus a night. They're both having good years. Now, you could say Denny Avdija deserves it because he's... Dude, you're young. You're going to have another shot. This is in ours. Could you imagine when Utah had the all-star game, John Stockton and Karl Malone weren't in it?
No, I couldn't imagine.
Could you imagine Jordan not being in an all-star game in Chicago?
So should Zion be in the All-Star game if it was in New Orleans?
Yes. If he's putting up good enough numbers that he's close, because are you going to argue that Kawhi and Harden aren't close to being all-stars?
I actually had Kawhi Leonard as one of my all-stars.
Them not being in it is stupid. Them not being in it is stupid. The next thing that's even, I know it's not a word, even stupider, Mr. Silver, clown. Why are we voting East-West when it's world versus U.S.? Do you know that there are 16 U.S. players and 8 world players that have been voted or selected in by the coaches?
Yeah, which is half.
So are we going to play what now all of a sudden Cat from Jersey is going to be on the world team?
Yeah.
And you know who they replaced him with? That's how Kawhi Leonard gets in. Oh, they needed 16. Because apparently maybe they're going to have 3 teams of 8. 8 international, 8. And because Giannis, look how stupid this is.
Who, by the way,
hurt and can't play. So he's being replaced with Jersey's own, you know, that other country, Jersey's own Cat on the world team so that they have 8. And then Kawhi is going to replace Cat so they can have 2 teams of 8 from the U.S. This is the stupidest thing that anyone ever, like, every time he tries to fix something, he breaks something else.
So Cat is, because he's actually not,
because Cat's father is from Africa, I don't know where, but somewhere in Africa, and his mom is Dominican.
Yeah,
he's now considered world.
Sure. So with Kawhi Leonard,
sure.
Yeah, I get that part. So Kawhi Leonard is now on the team.
Yes,
because of actually he's not, Tone. He's on the team because Giannis ain't playing. That's why he's on the damn team. Because if Giannis was playing,
replaced with Embiid, who was a world, was US, they can't decide where he's gonna go.
So, if that's the case, then we got to get another guy. If Giannis isn't playing, and we're replacing him with Kawhi Leonard, so
is Cat's father, hold on, please correct me if I'm wrong. I was given misinformation. Is Cat's father not? He's American.
Yes, he's black. He's a black.
But he's American. Oh, my bad. So yes. Cat's dad is American. His mother's
Dominican.
Is Dominican. I know both of his parents. Okay, so I was given that information. Either way, he was born in Jersey
in 2020. Rest her soul. She passed away from COVID, unfortunately. Yes. But so Kawhi Leonard, who I actually had as not an alternate, but I had him as a reserve. On the West squad, I got the 2 guys wrong. I had Jamal Murray, I had James, I had Holmgren, I had Edwards, I had Durant, I got Book and Danny Avdija wrong. I had Julius Randle and Leonard. Those were the 2 guys that I had
instead of Avdija and
yes, instead of Avdija and Devin Booker. Yep, I had Julius Randle and I had Kawhi Leonard. Those
I get that. And Denny, I think Denny, like he was up there in votes too. I think he was like top 10 in vote getters too. Yes. So I get it. Like he deserves. I'm not saying he doesn't deserve to be an all-star. What I'm saying is when you have 2 guys, 2 superstar caliber, I use in quotes because I hate that term, but 2 superstar caliber players who play for LA, where they have to be the ambassadors of that game. They need to be in it.
I could get with that.
I get LeBron being there. Like, and again, it's no disrespect to let's say Denny or Booker or whoever else they pick, but those 2 guys should be in for that reason. Because this is for the fans. This is about and then why are we picking East-West? Why are we picking East-West?
Well, because there are world guys on the East and there's world guys in the West. Okay, I get that part.
But if it's world versus US,
it is world versus US, but these guys unfortunately are. I mean, we tried to we this is why the world thing doesn't work. I just much rather just get back to the East versus the West. Let's have a contest. Like this whole 3-man thing, like they've added a G League team. Why is a G League team? Why are we got I think 6 G League players that are going to be playing on All-Star Weekend. Tone, we didn't do that with the CBA. We didn't do that with the CBA during, and I don't want to sound like an old head. Well, get off my lawn. No, but we didn't do that with the CBA. Like CBA guys didn't participate in All-Star Weekend. No, we didn't do that. And the reason why we didn't do that is because you didn't earn the right to be there.
You shouldn't be there.
You did not earn the right to be there.
Do they not have their own All-Star Weekend? Does the G League not have an All-Star Weekend?
It's called. I believe it's called the G League Showcase. That's what I think it's called. It's called the G League Showcase.
Do NBA
you did not earn the right to be there. No, you did not.
Hoop there? How about college kids?
Yeah, college kids.
College kids go to the G League, whatever they call it.
College kid. Well, no, they don't.
Why not?
No, they
Why not? Maybe some high school kids should go to the college All-Star game.
No, that's ridiculous.
Maybe some grade schoolers should go. Like that's basically the equivalent of what's happening.
Essentially, that's what's going on, and it just doesn't. No,
are you gonna be there?
To be honest with you,
that's probably why.
It does sound a little bit ridiculous. Yes, it does sound a little bit ridiculous, but I think that if we could just get back to the format of
but do you think the East would have it? Like I think because the West was so much better for so many years, even now. If you look, like watch this. Name your top 5 players in the
NBA? Shea, international. West. Joker,
West,
Giannis,
East. Okay,
Luka,
West.
And it's an American. It's the top 5 guys. Donovan Mitchell.
All right, so you got 3-2 East West. So okay,
or Wemby. You want to say Wemby at number 5? You can say Wemby at 5.
Wemby.
I'm cool. I'm cool with Wemby at 5. Yes, Wemby
West,
at 5.
When I look at the lineups, the West is clearly.
I mean, 4 to 5 guys are international guys, and they not only are they international guys, but they're in the Western Conference.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Why I think the East West doesn't.
I get that. Yeah, I do get that. I've always said that I'd like to expand the. Number 1, I want to get back to East versus West. That's number 1. Number 2, I want to expand the 12-man roster to 15 guys.
Oh, I want to shrink it.
I've always wanted to do that. I want
to shrink it, and I want it only to be the fans voting. I've told you this before. I want to shrink it to 10 per team. Make it a shorter game. Play like 2 15-minute halves, and say you got to play. I want the fans to vote all 20 people in, and those are the 20 that make it. I want all the names of the people who voted to go into a draw, and one will be picked from the East, one will be picked from the West. Those will be the head coaches or the assistant coaches who will stand on the bench with the head coach, whoever the celebrity head coach is. So now a fan is now involved. I want the fans to vote for the dunk-off, the 3-point contest. They're going to vote who competes. That's what if it's a fan event, then that's what fans want.
Well, it was a fan event, but the fans were it was a fan event. But then because we actually had the fans voting for who the dunk contest winner was, like they were part of that.
No. Not who the winner is. Who's in it?
Who's in the dunk contest?
Yes.
Well, we've already seen that. Like the fans could say whatever they want. You can't make me get in the dunk contest.
Yes, I can. You work for me.
No, you can't make me get in the dunk contest.
100%. You work for me. No. In your contract, I'm going to put as every NBA player in your contract. You work for me, and you have to come to these company events based on what I tell you to do.
How about that? So now I got to get in the dunk contest.
You work for me. I'm paying you $50 million a year. I'm telling you need to be in this dunk.
Actually, you don't pay me $50 million. It's the commercials. It's all of that other good stuff. But I think that's another.
Where does the money funnel through to get to you?
Well, I can tell you where. Well, a lot of it is
on your check.
What says my name? That's what.
No. At the top corner of it,
it says whatever team I'm working for. That's what it says.
Yeah. Oh, my bad. I thought you were saying good night. My bad.
Yeah, it says whatever team I'm working for. That's what.
That's right. And where do they get their money from?
Well, they get their money from a number of different places.
Where do they get the majority of their money from?
They don't get it from the fans. I can tell you that right now.
They absolutely
do not.
TV deal like the NBA.
Okay, so the TV deal and the advertisement is not the fans. Let's be clear about that.
Really?
No.
Why do you get the TV deal? Because fans are watching, right?
Are they watching though? Because I've seen a lot of it.
Stop watching. If everybody stopped,
are they watching now though? They are watching now. They are watching now. If
stop watching, buying tickets, eating popcorn, would there be any NBA?
No, it would not be. I'm not going to argue that point.
My point is, if I'm the NBA and I'm the owners, I'm putting that into your contract. You want to work for me? No problem.
Sounds like a
The
slave.
fans are going to vote because the fans get 1 day. 1 day for them. It's this day. They're going to pick the dunk off. They're going to pick the 3-point shootout. And guess what? Just to keep it legit, we're not going to let anybody. Who was that dude that they voted in? Remember, a bunch of dudes started that thing and they voted in like not Jaja Pachulia. It was
Jaja Pachulia. Yeah,
was it Jaja?
Yeah, it was Jaja. He almost made the All-Star team. Yes, sir.
We're gonna veto any stupid stuff like that.
That's where the media and stuff came in, because Grant Hill was starting in the All-Star game. He only played 3 games, right? Penny Hardaway was starting in the All-Star game. He only played 18 games.
That's what we want to see. It has never been the best X amount of players. It has never been if you go back, it's always
has been.
It hasn't.
It has
been. Listen, in 1985-86, who had the most votes out of anybody?
The Rook.
85-86.
Okay, so Jordan didn't play in the All-Star game.
He got the most votes, 719,000, and he had played 3 games before breaking his foot.
Yep.
That's who they want to see. Okay, he didn't play because he was hurt, but if he wasn't hurt, yes, he should have played.
I just think, and that's where you and I are divided, Tone, because that it's not that black and white. You work for the fans. Actually, no, I don't.
No, I didn't say you work for the fans. I said you work for the team, and if the team puts it in your contract that if you're voted in, that's what you're doing.
Well, see, and that's why we have unions, because if I just let you do it, I'm gonna be playing halftime games against kids who I don't even know because of the entertainment value. No, Tone, I'm not just gonna be subjected to anything. No, absolutely not. No.
100%. F the union. Oh man.
Yep.
All right. So at the end of the day, World versus US, but it's actually not. It's 3 teams of 8. So you're saying, and it's 16 US plus now Kawhi, and 7 world players will be on a team plus Cat.
Yeah.
It's stupid. It's gonna flop. It's gonna fail. And why is it? Because from day one, we vote East West, and then we split. How many people are telling you Pascal Siakam only got in because he's a world player?
I've never heard that. That's the first.
Really? It's all over the place.
Yeah, you're
all over the place.
Even though he actually has been playing really good this year, I did not have him on my All-Star reserves. I was surprised when he made the All-Star team. That was
that's the third best player on the Knicks. He's an All-Star.
Yeah,
but I mean, third best player on the Lakers right now. He's an All-Star.
Yeah, Tone, but it goes to your point about the third best player on a team and making an All-Star team. Yo, last I checked, in 1998, Kobe Bryant started in the All-Star game. Just so y'all know, he wasn't even starting on his own team. Just so you guys know, that was going on in 1988.
And that was beautiful.
Yeah, he wasn't even starting on his own team, and he started in the All-Star game.
You didn't like it?
I thought it was wow as hell. I was like, what?
I loved it.
I was like, wow, all right. But I was with it, though. I was like, all right, bet. I thought it was wow, but I was like, all right, let's see it. Yeah. I was like, all right.
How about Chet? Chet an All-Star?
I had Chet on my yes, I did. I had Chet on my on my All-Star reserve ballot. Yes, I did. I had Chet. I think Chet's been playing really good. And if we're being honest, what is Chet? Is Chet the second best player in Oklahoma City, or is he the third best player in Oklahoma City?
Third.
So he's the third best player in Oklahoma City.
I'd be an All-Star.
And I mean, you can have 3 All-Stars. That's
but you can't have 1 and 3 and not 2.
And the reason why is because 2 is hurt. That's why. So the next guy up should be an All-Star, because he's also having an All-Star caliber season, which is what Chet is doing. I mean, we're talking about Chet possibly being the defensive player of the year this season. That's going on.
Who's having that kind of
season? Yes, Chet
Who
is.
You have
Rudy and Wemby. Yep.
All right.
That's going on.
TikTok. Throw out your questions on both here. Let's get to your questions. While you send in your questions, I'm going to give you this week's top performers. No, you thought it was a conspiracy. All right, here we go.
Yep.
Boom. Leading scorer this week in the NBA, Cooper Flag?
Yes, sir.
41.5 points per game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, I don't even know why I'm making my own sound effects. I got a board.
Yes, you do.
Assist leader, Andrew Nemhart, 10.7 assists per game this week.
Somebody got to lead the bad team in scoring. Somebody got to lead a bad team in assists.
There you go. The top rebounder this week in the NBA is Cat. Excuse me. Carl Anthony Towns, 16.5 rebounds per game.
Is there a better rebounder in the game, Tone?
Right now, no.
Rebounder in your
I don't think
estimation?
there is. I don't think there. Can I tell you my conspiracy theory? Remember a couple weeks ago when they were on that like 2-9 or whatever that slide they were on?
Yeah.
And they started saying, we're going to trade Cat. I think they put that out there because they were seeing, would any team be interested in him and get a 3-team deal in so that Cat can move somewhere and they can pull in Giannis?
Because Milwaukee doesn't
one
want
way
Cat.
or another.
Milwaukee doesn't want Cat. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't want Cat. So Cat goes somewhere else. They send, and then whoever else sends a bunch of picks to Milwaukee. And Milwaukee sends Giannis to the Knicks, where that's the Knicks want. And yes, James Harden went to the Cavs. We started the show off with James Harden to the Cavs.
We did. Yes,
for Darius Garland and a second-round pick. Good trade.
Yes, that's how the show started.
That trade. You like that? Like that trade. And then what did we say? Blocks per game, 3.7. Your boy Chet.
That's this week, by the way. That's not the entire season.
That's leaders just this week. That's leaders this week. And we got Sir Thompson, 3.5 steals per game. That's crazy.
He's been good. He's actually been really. Kawhi Leonard is the steals leader, by the way. Throughout the course of this season, Kawhi Leonard is the steals leader. I think Wemby is the blocks leader, but this week,
that was just this week.
Yeah, Chet Holmgren has been
going crazy. That's not true. Yeah, it's just this week.
Chet's been the shot block leader over the last week, averaging almost 4 blocks a game. That's pretty impressive. Yeah, that is impressive. Now,
any questions in your TikTok feed, because we're going to do questions. We're doing questions for 4 minutes from TikTok. Then we're saying goodbye to TikTok. TikTok, don't forget to check us out Thursday 10 to 11 a.m. on Bleacher Report. We're taking over. We're doing the
Thomas
NBA
Paris says to me, Tony, he says, hypothetical, but do y'all think if George, Miller, and Halliburton on the same team would win a championship? George, I'm guessing that's Paul George. Miller, is that Reggie Miller? And Tyrese Halliburton?
Oh, so they're kind of saying like the all-time Pacers team?
Yes. So if Paul George, Reggie Miller, and Tyrese Halliburton were on the same team, yes, I think they could win the NBA championship.
We're getting the best versions of them.
Yes, we are. I think that they can win the NBA championship. I think they can win the NBA championship.
Yeah, today's NBA. That's
yes.
I don't mind that at all.
Is Cooper Flag, Tone, the best teen ever?
He might be.
If you think about all the teenagers who came into the game, is he the best teenager to show up into the NBA? Interesting.
Moses, maybe?
Moses was 19 when he showed up. That's correct. But he played in the ABA first. He won the team.
And that's why I'm hesitating, because I'm like, because that was ABA, so I didn't. I don't think any teen has come in.
Was Cooper Flag better than James?
Is Cooper Flag? Well, we're basically saying, is Cooper Flag this year better than James year one? Maybe.
19-year-old James.
Was he still a teen in year two?
Well, he turned 20 in December of 2004. That was year 2.
You know what? I'm gonna give it to Cooper Flag. I'm gonna say yes. He's the greatest teen. He's the greatest teen in the NBA.
I don't know if I hate that. I don't. I'm not sure if I hate that.
Because I'll tell you, I had my questions about him, especially when they started him off at the point. I didn't like it.
I'm the one who advocated for that. I'm the one who advocated for that. I wanted to give him the ball, and I wanted to see what it looked like, only to find out that, you know what, this point guard thing is a lot more difficult than I thought it was. So
I don't know. Yeah, maybe that was like a reality check for him to realize how hard the NBA was. It's like, oh man, because since the kind of move away from that, he looks great.
He's been great. Yes, he's been great. Yes,
now, it also helps that everybody else has been hurt, so he's been able to just kind of do his thing.
He's been great. So, one more, Tone. How did y'all like the Pistons trade? Well, since you brought that up, that's really interesting, because the 3-team trade, I was trying to figure out what it was that Minnesota got out of the deal, and I do understand that Minnesota was trying to open up some cap. They were trying to open up some money, because they're in a position that they're after Giannis. There's no question in my mind. They're after Giannis. So it's either Giannis or It's either going to be Giannis or Ja. I think they're after Giannis, and I think that they're going all in to get Giannis. Now, as far as Detroit, you know, coming off of Jaden Ivey, coming off of Jaden Ivey, I think it was a little. I do think it was a little premature, but I understand why it is, because again, we live in such a right now league. Like there is no, especially when you're the number 1 seed. Like the timeline got pushed up with how good Cade and Jalen Duren turned out to be, right? The timeline got pushed up with Isaiah Stewart and this kid Ron Holland. The timeline when Jaden Ivey got hurt and all those guys got better, the timeline got pushed up. So the development of him kind of got hampered. Like you have to get better now, right? You have to get better now, and because you have to get better now, we don't have time. We don't have time for you to make mistakes like Dwayne Wade was doing when he was with Stan Van Gundy. No, we don't have time like that. You got to get better right now. So, I mean, that's what it is.
Last one is a hypothetical trade. So since we've been talking about trades today, Kawhi Leonard to OKC for J-Dub.
How many picks you giving me, Tone?
2, 3.
Keep going.
4.
Yeah, I'll take 4. I'll take 4 ones off your hand.
Because I think OKC has 7 over the next 3 years. So all right, I'll give you 4 and J-Dub for Kawhi.
If I'm the Clippers, I'm doing that.
If you're OKC, are you doing it?
If I'm OKC, no, I'm not doing that. No.
There's your answer, chat.
Yeah.
All right, so it is time to say goodbye to the Tickety Talk.
The Tickety Talk.
Tickety Talk. We appreciate y'all. He's gonna do his thing.
Yes, sir.
Everybody else, come over to YouTube.
Y'all know where to find me and my man. That right here. That's my man, Fluent Chill. That's me. Absolutely. Y'all know where to find us. We're here every Tuesday and Wednesday, 8:30, right here on the Chilltown Hoops, right here on the Chilltown Hoops Network, and right here on TikTok. So we will see you guys soon. Until then, put on a suit, drink water, don't drink and drive. Hey, man, call your mother. When's the last time you talked to your mother? Call your mother. We'll talk to you guys soon. But until then, take it light, but take it. Absolutely, man. It was good to see you guys. This was dope, no doubt.
See you YouTube tomorrow.
Yes,
Fluent and Chill versus everybody. Peace. All right. We said goodbye to the Tickety Talk. Let me close this out and say good night. We got BD and Joe waiting in the chat for those the rest of you. I'll send the link.
Yep.
Was there something else? No. We just bring them.
That was it.
Because we got 7 minutes. We got 7 minutes left.
Yep. So the Detroit Pistons trade. I thought the Detroit Pistons trade. I thought the Detroit Pistons trade, the 3-team trade. I thought it was good, and I thought it was good for Minnesota because they opened up some money. They're opening up some cap space because they're doing everything that they can to get Giannis. That's the idea. Moving off of Mike Conley because it was time. You know, he's a little long in the tooth, as we all know, and freeing up some cap space. I think that helps them. The Bulls, what we have with them, and we don't want to give it all away because we'll see you guys.
Well, yeah, Thursday morning on Bleacher Report, we're going to talk about it. But let me just say this: I give the Bulls an F. I'm going to change my grade for the Ivy Conley trade, and I like Conley. Like Conley's a good dude. Like I've told you this a million times. When we were at the Pistons Timberwolves game, Conley's dad talked to Fluent Jr. for like 15 minutes. Took pictures with him. He was awesome. And so it's nothing It's nothing about Conley. He
is old, Tone. He's old.
It's not even about him. It's about the Bulls roster.
Yeah,
it's an F. That's all I'm going to say. You want to hear more? Yes. I'm gonna actually. Can you? I'll text that guy and tell him I changed my grade to an F. BD Europe. What's up?
What up?
What up, guys? How y'all doing?
Good, yo.
All right. So I was gonna ask 2 questions, but funny enough, I talked about the Bulls. I was gonna ask, what the hell are the Bulls doing? Like they got what, 4 or 5 point guards on their roster now? You still got Josh Giddey, who's gonna be the main ball handler. Like, I don't know if this is just the basketball universe kind of equating everything out from the Jordan years, and now they're just having to go through all this, but I'm gonna let y'all talk about that tomorrow. But I wanna Fluent, I mean, not fluent. Chill, I think you were spot on with the Harden thing. I think all this is stemming from him wanting to get another contract. His contract next year isn't fully guaranteed. But again, I've had this conversation with you before, Chill. Why is nobody holding Lawrence Frank accountable for the last 10-year debacle of the Clippers? And you know what's crazy? Didn't he just get a contract extension 2 weeks ago?
Yes, he did. He 100% did. That is
Can y'all help me understand because I know y'all are plugged in the basketball world.
Mhm.
I know Steve Ballmer's pretty chill with his guys and Lou still has a job, but I know the Shea thing. We didn't know Shea was going to be this good. I understand that, but
Doc knew he was going to be that good. That's why he didn't want to trade
Doc
him.
did exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna leave it at this, and I'm gonna tune in tomorrow. But why isn't anybody holding Lawrence Frank to the fire? And I don't know if there's nepotism, and he just got a contract extension a couple weeks ago. I know where to find y'all at.
Absolutely, brother.
But just so we're clear, brother, it's Thursday morning at 10 a.m. Bleach Report.
Oh,
Tomorrow,
Thursday. Okay, I got y'all.
but tomorrow we are here for Fluent versus Chill versus Everybody, which is a cool debate show. But let me just go back because you started with the Bulls. The Bulls now have Giddey, Simons, Trey Jones, Ivy, Conley, Kobe White. Hey, yo. Who are all, 7 guys who are pretty much point guards.
Don't leave out Isaac Okoro.
Yeah, Isaac Okoro. Yeah.
So that's 8. Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what they're doing. They're playing small ball. I don't know what they're doing. F. We're not gonna. We're talking about it on Thursday. F.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That being said, you asked about Lawrence Frank. It's the Braves, bro. It's the Braves.
That's the answer to everything with the Clippers.
They know they stink forever. They're a business. They don't care about the product on the floor. They don't care about the players that come in and out. They don't care. They don't even want to win. Yeah. Ballmer is making money. That's all he cares about.
Hand over fist. He ain't build that arena in Inglewood and get the All-Star game in his building for nothing. He knew exactly what he was doing. Yes.
Exactly what he was doing. It's a business. Exactly money. Listen, if you've ever been in business, you'll know. You can go to a business that's making a ton of money and be like, hey, I've got this great new product or I got this great new whatever. And they'll be like, no, I'm not interested. And you're like, why? You're like, I'm not interested. Why? I'm not interested. And then when you get dive deeper, you find out they're not interested because they're making money. Even though they might be making money inefficiently, they could be making twice as much more money. They're making money. It takes a very special person to make money and be like, nah, let's find it out. Like just to change what they're doing when they're making money. They're making money. They don't give a crap about anything else.
No, they don't.
That's it. That's why Lawrence Frank still has a job because Ballmer's like, oh, we're bad. Oh wait. Oh no, we're good.
I just think it's interesting that the timeline for the Clippers was extended for as long as it was. I mean, I think that when they got Kawhi Leonard, the window for them to win, I thought it was
a window. There is no window. They built a bank. It's a safe. There's no windows because they don't care if they win. They've never won.
I don't agree with that, Tone. The reason why I don't agree with that,
have they ever won?
No, they haven't. But that doesn't mean that they weren't trying to win. There's plenty of teams that haven't won, but they were trying to win. When they went out and got Kawhi, when they went out,
you think so that you buy tickets.
Yeah, but when they went out and got Kawhi Leonard, they were trying to win. When they went and got Paul George, they were trying to win.
I don't believe
the plan. That 100% was the plan with them winning. And in fact, if COVID doesn't shut the season down, for all intents and purposes, if COVID doesn't shut the season down, and I still stand on this.
If issues were wishes,
I didn't want any as watching and wanting to see James and that Laker team do it. I ain't want nothing to do with that Clipper group. I wanted nothing to do with them because I felt like that group right there. I felt like they had the best opportunity. I thought that was a Laker matchup. I thought that was a Laker nightmare. With that being said, they didn't get it done. Okay, so 2019, 2020. Then we got 2020, 2021 when they went to the Western Conference Championship. When Leonard tore his knee up, that was it, Tone. That was the window. We're done. It's time to move on because that's all you're getting from Leonard at that point. You're not getting any more. And then he breaks down, and now we're at a point where he actually looks really good, but that window is closed.
Let me tell you about that window. You lived in Jersey, right? I saw where he lived. Rough neighborhood.
Yes.
You know that one apartment that your friend lived in that you opened the window, it was a brick wall? That's their window.
Yes.
That's a Clippers window. Joe, what up, Joe?
Yo, am I live?
You're live.
Hot. What up?
Yo, so guys, I'm not gonna lie, yeah, I want to win, and the Celtics, I don't think they want to. Why are we trading Anthony Simons, who's 26, for the guy who's 35?
The reason why you traded.
That's a
Everyone's
great trade.
I don't like this trade at all, and here's why. Everyone's saying the Celtics have finally got their big man. That's great and all. I don't think that's our big man. Not at all. I don't think a 35-year-old Nikola in any stretch of the imagination is our big man. No, I don't. I want to keep.
He's 100% Joe Mazzulla's big man. He gets what 9-10 boards a game, and he shoots threes.
Mm-hmm.
That's exact. And Simons is gone because you're in second place right now. Tatum's coming back. You're making a run. Don't be surprised if you're in the finals this year.
No, he isn't.
He's coming.
To this show.
Coming back.
It's not happening.
Coming back, Joe. That's the only reason you make this trade. If Tatum's not coming back, then it's a horrible trade. If Tatum's coming back, it's a brilliant trade.
Well, actually, that's not the only reason you make the trade. You make the trade because, one, Simon is coming off the books after the season, and you wasn't going to pay him. On top of that, Vooch is coming off the books after this season, and you're not going to pay him, which means you open up money for this summer to go shopping because you're going to get Jason Tatum back for next season. When you get Jason Tatum back, when you get Jason Tatum back for next season, in addition to getting Jason Tatum back for next season, you're going to have a bunch of free agents that are going to be available. That's why you got money to spend. That's why you make this trade. That's why you make this trade to free up this money in the offseason. Now, are we winning the
NBA? Brilliant trade.
Are we winning the NBA championship?
No. Brilliant. Okay, let's calm down. Brilliant trade is such an exaggeration. Okay, let's calm it down with brilliant.
Brilliant.
Okay. No. We have just signed. You know what I call him? A poor man's Kristaps Porzingis. That's what he is to me. He is Kristaps Porzingis, but worse. And I expect it to
but he also is healthier.
Oh my God! Oh, don't get me started. We just found the big man who can't protect his own rim.
It's okay. He's gonna shoot. They're gonna shoot in threes that they don't. It doesn't matter.
It's okay. No, but it's not okay. We haven't got a rim protector on the floor. We got 5 guys who can't protect the rim.
Everyone shoots threes. You don't need to protect the rim.
You actually do have a guy that protect. Kader can protect the rim. So yes, he can.
Yeah, but now he's gonna be. Kader might not even start now because we've just traded Anthony Simons for Vooch. Kader might not even start. He might not. I hope he does, but he might not, and that's what scares me. I think Kader should still start regardless.
I think you're.
First of all, you guys are playing with house money, Joe. Let's be clear about that.
Throwaway.
Yeah, what are you doing, Joe? Like, you guys are playing with house money. Why is this such a, oh my God, we got to do something right now? You got a bunch of money that you're going to have in the offseason. You got Jason Tatum, who's going to be healthy coming back next year. You got Jaylen Brown, who's still under contract. So you got the draft coming up. So why is this, oh my God, what are we doing? Relax.
You're good, Joe.
What's going on?
No, but because I don't want to see the Celtics in a playoff run with Vooch as a starting center. I don't want that.
You're gonna see it.
Yeah, that's exactly what's gonna happen. Yeah, that's exactly what's gonna happen. But it's a short-term thing, though. That's the thing, though, Joe.
A game.
Yeah, it's a short-term thing. This isn't something that's gonna. This is not like you got this dude on the contract for the next 5 or 6 years. No, that's not what's going on. You only got him for this year, and then that's it.
It's worse the fact that Fluent, every time he's trying to talk to me, he's grinning. Look at him, he's grinning from ear to ear because he's just laughing because he knows that I'm not about it.
This is the thing, Joe. When you've been around this dude long as I have been around this dude, you'll understand the troll that he is, but you don't know him. So I think that's the thing. That's what it is. Good to talk to you, Joe. We know where to find you at, brother. Absolutely.
Yeah, talk soon.
Absolutely.
Oh man. All right. We're gonna go to 9-10 or 9-15?
10.
10. In that case, Jacob, and then we'll end with 2 cents. Be quick. What up, Jacob?
What up?
All right, I'll make it short and sweet, and if it's too loud, you let me know or drop me. So, I am giving the Chicago Bulls a new name, the Chicago Thanos, for collecting Midgars like Infinity Stones. And it was like, what would their purpose be of this? Like, are they afraid that in the near future there's going to be a decline in like those guards running around, and then they're going to be able to put that stock into action? What's their plan?
I don't think they're done, Jake. To be honest with you, if I'm thinking about what
I
the
would
Bulls
hope
did,
not.
I mean they got eight guards on their roster. 8.
But the thing is that they have leverage as a franchise, in my opinion, like just as a big known franchise. And what team is going to want 4 guards in a trade?
Listen. Your first sentence was the most important one. You said, "I don't understand their plan. They don't have one."
I don't think. Yeah, and I don't think anyone does because they don't have one.
Tone, how is that? This is the thing that both you and Jacob bugged me out with this. How are you a professional organization in the NBA and you don't have an idea what we're doing?
With their history?
Well, yeah, just look at their history. I think it's
like what?
It's just you know what it is? It's like we're driving around town and we're gonna pick where we're gonna eat when we see it.
Well, the Heat
we ain't really got no idea where we're going to dinner, Tony. We don't know where we're going.
You know when you came, you remember when you came down to visit me in Miami, and we're like, what are we gonna get to eat? We were just like, I don't know, what's across the street, and we just
didn't have a plan.
They make trades.
Any idea what he was doing.
No, the Heat and the Hawks are crying in their beds right now because they know they're gonna have to face someone else in the in-season tournament, or not the in-season tournament, the play-in.
Yeah,
not because the Bulls are gonna tank.
Oh, yeah,
and then
100%.
One comment, and I'm good.
Yeah,
Kevin Huerter, he's gonna thrive in Detroit.
Yes.
He is going to thrive in Detroit. I love that.
Yeah, that's definitely a good news for Detroit. Absolutely.
So I got for you guys.
I appreciate it.
I'm going to talk to you.
Thanks, man.
I think he's going to help them. And I had asked the question, Tone, would it have been beneficial for Detroit to call back Malik Beasley? But then I thought about it and I'm like, okay, the responsible adult in me is like, no.
No, yeah. No, Herder's, yeah, they're going to be happy with that. So, all right. Although we said 9-10, we got. Oh no, wait, that's not his music. My bad.
Music. No.
That's not it. My bad. Because I got to play his music because I do have music for him, but I can't. There's too many buttons.
You know you're a big deal when you got theme music. Just so you're clear.
And you know what it is? You want to know the truth? I don't have my glasses on.
Can you see anything, Tone? Can you see anything right now?
All my fellas. All my fellas.
What up?
What's up, fellas? Hey, make it short. I'm gonna make it short and sweet because there's a lot of NBA action going on tonight. Appreciate y'all.
We missed 3 more trades, by the way.
Huh?
I think we missed 3 more trades.
Yeah.
I've been watching. It's been popping up, and like I said, man, I saw the body language with James at the Clippers. He just wanted out. Let somebody else deal with it. Sometimes you have to, I would rather have a guy that's wanting to see it and is new to him and he's not disgruntled. Because if you really know, you ever see somebody get hired at a job, they keep them away from the new hires for a second because they know, hey man, you might not want to be here.
Run them right off. So yeah,
right. We'll run them off already. But man, I'm glad we're getting a chance to see competitive basketball. It's no one is just so dominant. That's why I'm looking at Charlotte. I know it's play, but it's fun to watch. It's about entertainment for the regular season. It's 3 seasons: regular season, playoffs, and finals. And we grade everybody accordingly. And we should. You can't talk about Iguodala winning the finals and stuff like that. So, he's not the best, but that's how it goes. It's 3 seasons. I appreciate y'all guys, man. Y'all make sure drink some water. Call you. Nah. Go ahead. Well, yeah, go ahead, bro.
Good to talk to you, brother. Absolutely.
Good to see you.
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm.
All my fellas. All my fellas.
Only because there's a super chat. We got to use the super chat. G Cut says Cam Johnson, Aaron Gordon, 3 firsts for Kawhi.
No.
Too cold in Denver?
No. Mm-mm.
How about he throws in Peyton? What if he throws in Peyton and Watson?
Nope. Nope. I'm good. No, thank you. Mm-mm. I think Denver's on to something. Once Joker gets back into form, I think this team has a shot to win it. Like to add Kawhi to this group, nah, I'm good.
All right. In that case, Be sure tomorrow night, 8:30, right here, Chilltown Hoops, Sports Fluent YouTube. Fluent versus Chill versus everyone, the newest ultimate debate show ever. If you are not chicken, come and debate. Come and debate.
Come through. Absolutely.
Everybody. That's why it's called Fluent versus Chill versus everybody. And then I don't know if it's more importantly, but also, is it maybe that's also important? On Thursday, is it Thursday?
Yes, sir.
On Thursday, we will be taking over. We will be taking over Bleacher Report.
That's
so
us.
How can they access this? How can they come onto Bleacher Report and access this? Because they're kicking off the show. They're nuts, by the way. They're kicking off the show with us, 10 to 11 a.m. It's their NBA trade deadline super show. And kicking it off with us, two crazy people. How do you get there?
It's very simple, guys. Just go to Bleacher Report and we'll pop up on the live feed, and it'll give you note if you're a subscriber or if you have the Bleacher Report app. You go to the app and it'll tell you Fluent and Chill 10 o'clock NBA trades, just exactly like you do when you come on to YouTube, exactly like you do when you come on the TikTok. It's the same thing, the exact same thing. So if you got the app, you'll get the notification and it'll pop up and come through. We'll be there. Yes, we will.
We're taking over. All right.
So in the meantime, and in between time, we got to bounce. It was good to see you guys tonight. This is super dope. We will see you guys tomorrow night. We see you guys really soon. You know what it is. That's my man Tony Tone right here. Chill. That's me. Absolutely. So we'll see you guys soon. Until then, put on a suit, drink water, don't drink and drive. Hey man, call your mother. When's the last time you talked to your mother? Call your mother. I'll talk to you guys soon, man. But until then, take it light, but take it. Absolutely, man. It was good to see you guys tonight. We'll see you tomorrow night.
The NBA trade deadline is here, and we're going live Thursday, February 5th from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern. Every alert, every move, breaking analysis in real time. Fluent and Chill are taking over Bleacher Report live for the ultimate trade deadline kickoff show. Don't miss it. See you Thursday.